Alright, I haven't reacted to anything in quite a while, so this could be interesting. Let's see if I remember at all how to do this. Yuri versus Toko Fukawa. I've seen this before. It's very good, and it has become really popular. It exploded to what, 1.4 mil? 1.4 mil views, which is sick. Well done, Dustin. Oh, that's so sick that it got to 1.4 million views. It definitely deserves it for sure, because the animation and the character, just the character movement and everything is just A1. It's so good. So, Yuri is from Doki Doki Literature Club. Toko Fukawa. Honestly, before I saw this battle, I never knew anything about Danganronpa. And I went and looked up who this character is and how she works, and I kind of understand it a little bit. Not really, but that's okay. I understood a lot of the bars after looking them up, so I'll be able to break those down quite a bit. Then we have Chi-Chi and KC. Don't remember who KC is. I don't remember who she plays as in other Dustin battles. I know who Chi-Chi is. Duh. Chi-Chi's amazing. So we're gonna get into this. Sorry for the long intro. 1 minute long. It's okay. We're gonna. Oh, some bar spitter moments. Rap battle.
Yuri.
Like, look at that. Even that head turn, that eye look is so good.
Toko Fukawa.
Let me read you a poem I wanted to write about a troll and the love of her life, yet the one she likes leaves her dreams cut like a knife. I call it ghosted under the light. No.
Oh, and now I went and looked this one up after I finished watching this initially, so I could understand it. Dude, let me read you a poem I wanted to write. About a troll and the love of her life, yet the one she likes leaves her dreams cut like a knife. A troll because she's ugly. I think that's the whole point, is that she's like considered super ugly. I don't know if I agree with calling her like a troll. That's a little strong, but I get it. You get it. Yet the one she likes leaves her dreams cut like a knife. Now that's a reference to Yuri's knife. Duh. And now it's not over yet. I call it ghosted under the light. So, Ghosted Under the Light, I believe, is a title to something. I don't know. Tell me what it is in the comments section. But I do get it. I do get the bar, so that's pretty cool. Hey. Hey. Yeah! I love that, dude. I love that. The flow is so good right here. Now, I'm sorry to mention the topic, but I can't help but feel it's ironic. You'd think you'd find peace with the skeletons all in your closet after all those days locked in it. All those days locked in it. She was locked in her closet for 3 days, I'm pretty sure. I think it was for a prank, and then they forgot. I think is how that went. I'm not exactly sure. I know that it was I think it was intentional, actually. Also, let's talk about the animation for this section. The pulse in the background.
But I can't help but feel it's ironic. You think you'd find peace with the skeletons in your closet after all those days locked in it.
The zoom in as well as the pulses is a reference to Yuri when she's like super duper into the player in DDLC, and it's got like it's like supposed to be like a heartbeat pulse, so it's all dark. There's like a light over just her, and then the big zoom in on her face as well as a reference to DLC as well. So that's so good. This next part's also sick.
Your Jekyll Hyde trope is so mild, mixed up at birth, but can't mix up your style. I can't creepy plots you get a cold and then turn into a hormonal Sweeney Todd. Fill your novels with your smile on every page. The only real tales you know are from your braids. Stop acting slick, you're a close-minded coward. Think you got flow, miss, you don't even shower.
Alright, we gotta talk about that for a second. I love this. Your Jekyll Hyde trope is so mild. So, so this right here, Jekyll Hyde trope. So, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I believe, is what it is. Is an old story about, like, I don't know, something about serum where he switches personalities to this completely demented like serial killer if he doesn't take his medication. Similar to how Toko Fukawa works. I believe if Toko sneezes, she becomes the angry like snake-tongued sinister scissor-wielding menace that she is, which is a reference to the blue and red here. And then it says mixed up at birth, and then watch the animation.
Mixed up at birth, but can't mix up your style.
On mixed up at birth, they mix the red and blue to make the purple, which is Yuri's color. That's so good. So good. Very great symbolism here. I love it.
I can't bear your creepy plots. You get a cold and then turn into a hormonal Sweeney Todd.
Yep. You get a you get a cold, you turn to a hormonal Sweeney Todd. I love it. Oh, by the way, the video that I made yesterday, I simply did not have an upload for like a reaction upload, and that was like an assignment I had to do. And was like, you know what? If I just delete the little bit of the end where I mentioned the class, I could totally upload this on YouTube as like just like a separate thing. So I thought it'd be pretty cool for you guys to see. I know it's not your type of style, and you probably won't see that ever again. Don't worry. But I just didn't have any uploads for reactions that day, so I found myself some time today. I'm making some, so it's all good. The only real tails you know are from your braids. Because, yep, that's pigtails, braids, yep, I love that. Close-minded coward. Low miss, you don't even shower. Because, like, the flow of the water in the shower. I love it. Okay, Chi-Chi's delivery here is so good. It's so in character, and it's amazing, and I love it. Oh.
Save me the tears. All you do is whine. You want to. Your back hurts so much. Someone must have took out your spine. In your Teletubby club, you're the most unbearably clingy. No one wants to share a naked in the building.
Sorry, I love this. I love the flow here. Save me the tears. All you do is whine. No wonder your back hurts so much. Someone must have taken out your spine, because she complains about back problems constantly in DDLC. Just like how I complain about back problems all the time IRL. Someone must have taken out your spine in your Teletubby club.
In your
Tubby club, because of the colors.
Unbearably clingy. No one wants to share a naked in the building.
So the build-up is so good there, and then the line, I don't know if I'm going to include it in this reaction because it's a little bit inappropriate. There's another line in this, I'm pretty sure, that I'm definitely not keeping in. You'll have to go watch the original in order to get that one. I'm sorry. But she sneezes and becomes the genocide, as the word says, the angry menace version of herself. So for this rap, which is gonna be sick. So Yuri, so this verse is way longer than Yuri's, but that's because they structured it that way. Got the book way inside you, yeah? There it is. Ooh, I wanted that flow for you guys, though. Holy. Alright, we're gonna explain all of that. I love this verse. It's so good. Let's add genocide into the beat, crushing Monica's pawns like it's UDG. UDG, I don't remember what that is. I do know that that's a thing in Danganronpa, because the whole point is like school students just dying, I think. So, and getting crushed by Monokuma or whoever runs Monokuma. So, and then this next line has a curse word in it, so I'll just let it play out. What a basic girl. I'm shocked you got beat. Like, what character is left in her... What kind of character is left in your files to delete? Because the whole point of DDLC is the character files for each character get deleted by Monica. But she's saying, what is there to delete? She has no character. It's so funny. Kid. So that's sick. I don't understand the racier tastes bit, but they must call you Yuri because you can't land a guy, because Yuri, I think, means lesbian in a certain language. Might be Japanese, which is a really clever bar. I think that's hilarious. That's so funny. Lines so flat, like the Doki Doki in your heart stopped, because Doki Doki in Japanese means like heart pound. I think it's like the sound effect for heart pounding. So the heartbeat stopping is flatlining, so your lines are so flat. That's so cool. Sometimes I think that's the only reason why this battle was made, was for that one line. So when you mark off a portrait in Danganronpa, it means you're dead, I'm pretty sure. So, and then Portrait of Markov is a book in like a secret whatever spooky thing in DDLC. It's also the name of the book that Yuri reads in DDLC, so that's what that reference is. It's and then you hit him with a comparison, like, I get what I want all the time. You stutter a single sentence and you instantly regret it. That's hilarious. Ugh. So taking pointers from the words I spew, because you take pointers from Monica, and then also sinking low in shame, got the bookworm's eye view, as opposed to bird's eye view, which is up here. So this line is so good. This line's so good, but I can't explain the second half of it because it's pretty inappropriate. Because scissors beat the paper. So I won't explain this, Mari. You'll have to dissect it for yourself just because it's super inappropriate. But I'll do the first half of the line. Because scissors beat the paper, and then they mention rocks in the next line. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to explain this next line because there's nothing to explain. It's pretty straightforward. It's also probably the most inappropriate line in this entire thing, so we're just going to skip it.
You would write me something better.
Yeah, that goes really hard.
Let me read you a poem I wanted to write.
Now this is sick. This is a reference to the Monica versus Harley Quinn rap battle, which I also might do. But this is, let me read you a poem I wanted to write. She opened up her first verse this way, because the DDLC, when you try and restart the game, it restarts, but it's a twisted, different version of the game, where some of the characters are mentally insane. So she opens up with, read you a poem I wanted to write. Editing this is gonna be really hard, I just realized. Yeah, it is. The only thing that's keeping me sane right now is that I'm listening to that while I'm editing. Oh well, here we go.
Wanted to write about an ugly hag is despised by her parents, her class, everyone in her life. If you killed yourself now, nobody would cry. Grew close to your man, then in case 2, he went out his way to frame you. Then only your picture remained in your bad ending playthrough. And he went out his way to frame you. I made my man lose his mind with the love in his heart. You made a boy lose a bet with how ugly you are. Hoping your third eye, 4 eyes, yapping about code when your reality show is a reality show. And I bet your cat kills mostly scars. You go carve a tally for your friendship with Komaru. I'm gently closing the door on your little love story. Try not to get too hung up on your rejection, say Yuri.
Oh, I forgot to make a reaction to this. Yeah. Oops. An ugly hag who's despised by her parents, her class, everyone in her life. That's pretty straightforward. I'm not even gonna explain that because it's pretty obvious what that means. In her life, if you killed yourself now, nobody would cry. Grew close to your man, and then in case 2,
your man, then in case 2,
he went out his way to frame you, like frame you for murder.
Remained in your bad ending playthrough, and he went out his way to frame you.
And in your bad ending playthrough, he went out his way to frame you. So he went out his way to frame the picture, like on a picture frame, because whatever die, right? And then frame you in case 2, I believe, he frames her for murder or something? I think it's for murder. So that is crazy from Yuri.
I made my man lose his mind with the love in his heart. You made a boy lose a bet with how ugly you are.
I made my man lose his mind with the love in his heart. You made a boy lose a bet with how ugly you are. That's pretty crazy. Open your third eye, 4 eyes. Open your third eye, I believe, is a reference to something. I believe that's something Monica related in DDLC. I don't fully remember. She says 4 eyes, which is an insult to anyone with glasses. Honestly, I think glasses look cool. That's just me, though. Yapping about code when your reality show is a reality show. This is crazy. Because Your Reality is the name of the song that Monica sings, which is a reference to Monica's coding in like the outside world. And then when Your Reality show is a reality show, because the reality show is like means it's all like made up or whatever, or it's like fake. That's so sick. Count of kills. Mostly scarred you. Go carve a tally for your friendship with Komaru. I honestly didn't catch this until just now because it's kind of delivered really fast. You carve a tally mark for like because you keep count of all the deaths or whatever, your kills. So You killed off your friendship with Komaru is what that means. Holy cow, I didn't catch that until just now.
I'm gently closing the door on your little love story. Try not to get too hung up on your rejection, so you're...
That's so funny. Go carve a tally for your friendship with Komaru. I'm gently closing the door. Also, this animation, though. There's animation here, and I love it. I'm gently closing the door on your little love story. What, does she close a door gently at some point? Or is that like a thing that Toko does? I don't fully remember that. On your little love story, try not to get too hung up on your rejection, Yuri. So, hung up on your rejection, trigger warning here. Hung up on your rejection because, Sayori dies by a neck hanging. I believe Sayo is the name of, or a part of the name of her love life. That's my guess. Yuri's second verse is underrated, in my opinion, in this battle, for sure. And people don't hype it up enough. It's so good. Now we've got Toko Fukawa's final verse, which I don't think there's going to be a lot to break down, but this is a 20-minute video and I feel bad. I'm going to have a lot to edit, so oh well.
Sayori.
Pointless.
Who won? I love that. Okay, so I'm not gonna explain the bathroom one because I don't fully understand the Leo thing. You should show me the party moves you got in store, because girl, once the beat dropped, you hit the club floor. So that is hilarious, because there's club like the music place, then there's club like Doki Doki Literature Club, because she's in the literature club for school. And the way she dies is she stabs herself and falls on the floor. So once the beat dropped, like her heartbeat dropped, you hit the club floor because she fell onto the floor when she died. That is so good. I love that. Monica altered your ego, killing your game. You were left as a minor annoyance. So, altered your ego, I don't get. I think that's a reference to Danganronpa somewhere. I think it is, because I remember hearing alter your ego in another Danganronpa rap battle. You were left as a minor annoyance. Your depressive obsession was still just in vain, but it wasn't entirely pointless, because the point of the knife. Yep. Okay, so everyone says Toko Fukawa won this.
Pointless.
Who won? I think it was close, but I'm gonna give it to Toko, because the first verse was killer. The second verse, which was only like 4 bars, was really short. Still slayed. Now, you might be mad at me for this. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear this. The purple and blue are not in the middle of the screen, and I'm so mad about that. I hate that. It's not centered. You can tell because of this little arrow. This is the dead center of the screen. I also have like a little camera icon on my laptop that shows where the center of the screen is. There's also this escape button. It's not centered. It makes me mad. I'm so mad about that. This instrumental probably will get me copyrighted, so I'm going to turn it really far down. But I love this instrumental as well. Written by just these two, by the way. Just Benny and just Dustin, which is really cool. That's so sick. Also, Dustin had a huge part in this battle. Did the editing. Wow. Intro by Matthew Thomas. Let's go. I love that intro. Chi-Chi was the Toko VA. KC right here was the Yuri VA. I might do Monica via Harley Quinn in the future, if you guys want that. I have to end this video. Yeah, it was a very good battle. Such a good battle. I love this battle. Have a Merry Christmas. Go like and subscribe to Dustin, please. He's almost at 100K. I know my video won't help with that much, but it's so good. He makes such good battles, man. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.